Okay, so we're doing articles. So we're learning how to say the in Italian. And to do that, we need to look at the gender of the nouns, and also we need to see if they're singular or plural, because unlike in English, we have about 6 versions of the in Italian, depending on the gender and the number of the noun. Okay, so in the context of our food, we have, for example, pollo, prosciutto, biscotto. We know these are all masculine nouns because they end in O. And the word for the that we use in Italian, I'm sorry, I forgot about the E ending word as well, pane. When we have an E ending word, remember that you need to look it up in the dictionary. When you look it up, it says M, that's M for masculine, so you know it's masculine, whereas if it has an F, then it's feminine. So for words ending in O and for all masculine words, the article is il. Okay, let's look at some feminine words such as banana, pizza, pasta. We know they're feminine words because they end in A, and they take la. The is la for words ending in A that are feminine. La banana, la pizza, la pasta. Then we have another category of words, anguria, uva, olio. What do they all have in common? They all begin with a vowel. Some are masculine, some are feminine. Regardless of their gender, they will take L apostrophe. And note how it all becomes one word when I put it together. L'anguria, l'uva, l'olio. Then we have another category of words. As you can see, they're all masculine because they end in O. However, the other thing that makes these words a category is that they begin with a Z or S plus a consonant. See, another S plus a consonant. So for nouns that are masculine and that begin with a Z or an S plus a consonant, so it's very specific here, they take lo. Lo zucchero, lo scampo, lo spaghetto. So how do we say the for these 3 words and words similar to these, beginning with a Z or S plus a consonant, we use lo. Okay, so now we're going to look at plurals. So you remember that to make a plural in Italian, if the word ends in O, it becomes I. So pollo, polli, prosciutto, prosciutti, biscotto, biscotti, and E becomes an I, pane, pani. Now, when we're saying the chickens, the prosciuttos, the biscuits, etc., we also need to change the il. This is singular, this is plural. So the plural version of this is I polli, I prosciutti, I biscotti. Okay, let's go to our feminine nouns. We had la Nutella, la pizza, la pasta. The endings will all change to E, and our la, to become a plural, will change to le Nutelle, le pizze, le paste. Let's look at our lo. Lo zucchero, lo scampo, lo spaghetto. We're going to change our endings to I, and the lo will change to gli zuccheri, gli scampi, gli spaghetti. Let's see what happens to the L apostrophe words. Before we said they're all under the same category, whether they are masculine or feminine. However, this is a different story for plurals. So it's a feminine word, anguria, so the A turns to an E, angurie, and the L apostrophe becomes le angurie. So feminine words will take le. Let's look at a masculine L apostrophe word such as arrosto. L'arrosto, L apostrophe, becomes gli arrosti. Okay. Okay, so let's do a quick review of that. We want to say the in Italian, but we have many options. We have il, we have the feminine, la, we have lo for words that begin with Z, for masculine words that begin with Z or S plus a consonant, and we have L apostrophe for nouns that begin with vowels. However, when we look at the plural, il will always become I. Then what happens to la? La will always become le. Lo will always become li. However, two things happen with L apostrophe. With L apostrophe, if it's a feminine word, it becomes le, so just like normal feminine words. Whereas if the L apostrophe is for a masculine word, it will become ye. So these are all our options. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ways to say the in Italian. And let's have a quick test. So let's see. If I have a word like, a noun like, let's see, mela, apple. What do I put with mela? It's a feminine word, so simply la. What if I have a word like let's say banco, which is a desk. It ends in O, so it's il. What about a word like aglio, garlic? It's masculine, however, more importantly, it begins with a vowel, therefore it's L apostrophe. What about zaino, school bag? It's masculine and it begins with a Z, so it has to be lo. And we'll do one more. What about a word like anatra, duck? Begins with a vowel, so L apostrophe. Now let's see how these become plurals. So with mela, the article la becomes le, mel, and the a becomes an e, le mele. Banco, il banco, il becomes I according to information, and the O becomes an I, banco, banchi. However, if I write it like that, I pronounce it banchi. So to maintain the sound, the K sound, I'll need an H there. Aglio, l'aglio. Okay, so this is an L apostrophe one. Remember, I have two versions here. I need to first work out whether it's masculine or feminine. Well, it ends in an O, so it's masculine, therefore it will become gli. Gli, agli, and O becomes an I, but we don't have double letters in Italian. Very rarely will you see a double vowel, not double letter, but a double vowel in Italian. Zaino, that's an easy one. Lo will always become gli, so gli, and the final O always becomes an I. And l'anatra, okay, again we have an L apostrophe, so two options. We need to work out whether it's masculine or feminine. It ends in an A, so it's feminine, so it's le. And the ending ana. the A becomes an E. Le anatre. Just one last example, because I didn't do one. Remember, the only problem is when you want to run into E words. Miele is honey. Now, if you look up miele in the dictionary, you will see M-N, meaning masculine noun. So that will tell you that it takes what? Il. Il is your masculine noun. So, il is what it takes, il miele. And how do we make that a plural? Il becomes I, becomes an I. So, I, miel, and I becomes I. I, mieli. So, let's recap. Il is for masculine nouns, and usually we know that because they end in O, generally. La is for feminine nouns, and we know that because they generally end in A. Lo is for masculine nouns that begin with Z or S plus a consonant. Remember, they have to be masculine, so they'll generally end in O. And L apostrophe is for nouns beginning with a vowel. Remember, however, in the plural, you'll need to distinguish between the two. So the feminine will become le, masculine will become li. And finally, remember, the only issue comes with a word ending in E. If a word ends in E, you need to look it up. Look it up in the dictionary, and you'll need to find either masculine noun or feminine noun, and that will tell you what it will take, illa, or if it begins with a vowel, it will help you with your plural version of it. Okay, so that's it.